Welcome back to Escape from Mars. Last time we tried to capture one of the cargo shipments here on Mars, but things went a bit wrong. To summarize, charge for glory and everything. So a lot of things went wrong, that's the short version. And while we did lose a lot of materials, we also figured out some important piece of information, which is the exact travel route of the shipment. And we marked those spots using 2 GPS markers. So we will use this line essentially and booby trap it with some landmines. So what I was thinking is that we will do some digging, and then exactly underneath this point we should be able to place some sort of mine. So there's 2 ways of doing it. We can go from this way and create a bit of a jump, like a cliff, or we can go from the side. I think that's the more fun thing to do. Alright, that's nice. So we wanted to place... Did I just do that? I think I did. So we could make a bit of a scaffold to compensate for digging too deep. So I guess we want it to be around here. That's it, this is gonna be our trap. Right, so for now we won't place an explosive there yet, but what we will try to do is already drag the battery over there. So essentially we'll create the idea that we already have things in order and see if the next shipment will still follow this path. So this is a mod called Grabby Hands. I think it speaks for itself what the purpose is of it. It's unable to move large grid, I think. With small grid you're able to lift depending on the weight. I think this is a nice balance for the scrap mechanic that we're in. It did damage a bit, but it's alright. Alright, and now we essentially have a battery underground, which is like unfriendly grid. And we'll see if they'll still travel this way. We could even cover this up a little bit. I think that will be nice. Alright, this is good. We'll get the hell out of here and go home for a bit. So that's some preparation done. Now we just have to keep paying attention to whether there's another shipment or not. And the other thing that we needed to check is that we lost quite a bit of ammo. I think I still have 1 crate in my hands. Should be some in here. None. And none. Right, so we just have 5 boxes. So yeah, that's not great. So last time we got into a fight with a drone. We took out its gun, but we didn't set up our hotbar correctly, so we couldn't target its propulsion, so therefore it got away. Which is a shame, because it would have been nice to scrap it. Talking about scrap, we just got some scrap. Should probably visit Mickey.
Remember, they're all colony friends about Mickey scrap.
Alright, let's check it out. We got 5,000 scrap. That's quite good. And we're stuck on a wheel. Let's see.
You are best customer all year. Only customer all year.
wreckage then. It's raining components. I think that's it, no? Let's go back to our base. So to get our priorities straight, we should first get some ammo. Now ideally we get Gatling ammo. I haven't seen that around. I thought I did, but it was actually the NATO still rifle magazines, I think. The good thing is that we can disassemble all of those things into magnesium and then create Gatling ammo. So it's also possible that we get the wrong type ammo and then convert that. We don't have an assembler yet, so I think it will be important if in a bit we'll check the amount of computers we have. We could make a basic assembler. It should be able to deal with some of the different types of magazines. It is a bit of a waste though, because it requires 80 computers, I think, and the advanced one 160, so in the end we want that one, of course. Now the alternative is to go and look for magnesium, but we don't have a refinery that's locked, so we cannot build that. Meaning that, yeah, we still are in the recycling stage of the game, which is fun, but also a bit challenging. Should try maybe to hook up a rover to some kind of charging point. We could make dig out this bit, perhaps, make it a bit square, and connect a weird attachment point. Could be fun. Let's try that. That's nice. We'll lock it and see if we can connect. I think this will work. Aha. So now we should see that the batteries are charging. Ah, yes, it works. I'm happy with that. Alright, so that's our first small detail fixed. Secondly, it would be nice if we can build another solar panel. Can we get that going? I guess we can. So this one will go on the roof, there's already one, and we'll just add a second one. Just like at the previous one, we cannot seem to jump anymore. Nice. What are the odds of us falling down completely? Might need to build some ladder contraption. Anyway, I wanted to say it would be nice to weld up at least a bit of this structure, in case things go wrong. Nice. That's done. So we built an awesome bike. It's my personal humble opinion. We never tried it, and it's stationed at the other med bay, the one where we spawn it. But preferably we want to move everything over here now. So we might need to figure out a way to get that. I do have one in mind. It's a bit of a stupid plan, so I guess that's perfect. So we could try to attach it here, for instance. So it's going to be switch lock, and probably want to rename it to something memorable. Alright, let's go. Enough fooling around. that's where we want to go. And we'll be very angry if all of a sudden there's like a shipment just as we are away. But I don't think we should be waiting around idle for some shipment to show up. Alright, how to do this? Well, it looks like there's already a bit of a trench. So I kind of hope that we could use that to drive it over the roof. Just hope that we won't get stuck here. So maybe before trying to get stuck, we should do a bit more digging. Not as pretty as I imagined it. I think we should try it. So first of all, this should have power and stuff, right? It's a gyroscope, the battery is powered. Right, so we're gonna cut this loose. The bike will fix itself in the right orientation thanks to the gyroscope. And we will fix this last bit, which is composed of one of these and what was it again? This block, like so, and just some spotlight, I think. Not sure if we have those. No, we don't. It does really need a second gyro to control this thing a bit better. But yeah, this is going to be the bike. I think I did something wrong with the building. In my head it was a bit nicer still, but it's alright. It will do the job. So can we get this onto the rover to carry back home? Driving over a rover with a bike. It's not really something you want to try out. Can we set the gyroscope to fix this? No, this is not going according to plan. Let's play around with the gyroscope a little bit. This looks so stupid. I think it got it. Yes, it has. Alright. So we set you to not really do anything. Does this work? Can you do a rover? Yeah, nice. Alright, looks a bit strange. Camera behaves a bit strange now as well. This will be a long, careful drive home, I think. So that bit worked. For now at least. And then the dismount bit, I didn't really think that through. I was thinking maybe sticking it to the side here. Would that work? I think it's gonna be tricky either way.
Tower reports convoy arrived quickly.
This is going to be the way. I think it will just fall off. The alternative is that we try something like building a scaffold. Alright, let's try this. I don't think this will be very helpful, but let's try it. So, you probably want to release it from sitting in the motor. So we want the gyroscope to not have override controls on. The battery needs to be on. And we cannot control the mag blade from here. That's a second problem. We have to be really fast. So we want to stand on top of the bike and go like... It's off, but it's still locked. Alright, that's not how it works. Alright, we're on the bike. Alright, I think we can just carefully drive the vehicle away. That will probably help a bit. Or not. I don't know. Are you going to be alright? Alright, there we are. It sort of went alright. Currently it's the crappiest bike I could have ever thought to make. But I promise you that with 2 gyros in creative mode, it's alright. Let's just park it far out of the way. So the good news is that we have 2 vehicles again. The bad news is that we are very low on computers, so we can't really afford to make a lot of stuff. So we are waiting for a shipment to depart from here and see if it will cross this marker, because we think they will always take the same path. And we have hidden the battery there, and if it will still take this path, cross the battery, then this will be the spot to plant a landmine. So that's the plan. This piece of garbage. Maybe we should just build it. It's only 3 computers, right? Yeah, go for it. We have some fun. So the orientation is like so. Yep. Cool. And we want these bits. And the front light. So we don't crash into things. And here comes the trick to fix this bike. This is making all the difference. First of all, probably want to get some oxygen apparently.
Health low.
Can we find our... No, because we have set it wrong. Nope, we are going to die. Nice. That's the saddest way to die.
Welcome back.
At least it works. That's really a sad death. This is our second death. The first one was also quite sad. I'm spotting a pattern. Anyway, with that distraction out of the way, which is us dying, we set up the gyroscopes, and then this one will have 50% override and will always be on. So what that will allow us is to stabilize the bike always. Probably want to switch them both on. So this will prevent our bike from tipping over. So let's try it out, see if it works. When doing this we have like 9 hours of power apparently, so that's quite nice. A bit clunky steering, but I think it's a nice way to quickly get around. And I think this is the max speed that we should probably keep in order to not crash. And it's only 4,000 kilograms, so this is, I think, a very energy efficient way to move around. It has 0 protection, so that's the only bit. There's like no armor at all, so we should definitely avoid any form of combat. But we could use it to explore a little bit, so let's try to do that. So let's try to go a little bit that way to see if we missed anything. Bit of scouting. This will probably kill us. I think this bike just has the tendency of doing that anyway, so it's fine. Right, so this is where we set up our trap. That's some of the progress we made today. Or experiment. Look at the sunset. Life just became a bit brighter on Mars. Us and our new bike. At least for now, until things go south again. I think that's a nice point of this new milestone, let's call it that. Although we lost our mobile cannon, we have a cool new bike. Right, is that an antenna? That's the rock, right? I think it is. So what are you? Are you in one of those gas stations? Or is this the same location and we just drive around in circles? I think it is. I think we've been here. And we looted it. We can go a little bit this way. I don't dare to go that far. So I guess we can stay within like 4K distance. See if we spot anything. We'll cheat a little bit, zoom out. It's just us in the empty Martian desert. So this bit we haven't explored, so this is in between the crash site and the headquarters. So we will cut off the explosive shipment, hopefully stay far away from it, because we don't have any guns, apart from some weak handguns. And we have to keep our eyes peeled to see if we spot anything. I do realize it might have been smart to take spare parts with us for like a new tire or something. I don't like how that front tire is behaving. It's a bit wobbly. Ooh, that's the shadow from the shipment, right? Yeah, in front of the sun. And where do we see it? There. Spooky. What's that? Ooh, we found a new thing. Ground base. I did not know it was here. Did we? No, right? Alright. Let's not get too close. And what the hell is that thing? That seems to be friendly. Or neutral, at least. There's two of them. Do we want to explore? I think we'll find out soon enough if they will, if it will fire on us. I'm gonna be real sad if we get like a missile launched at us now. Let's park this so we can have like a quick getaway. We still have a sufficient amount of oxygen and power. It looks like a big letter I. And there's no I in team. Alright, so that's incomplete solar panel. It's not as exciting as I thought. Is this booby-trapped? Small oxygen tank. Just a bunch of steel plates. Alright. That's... oh wait, what's this? Almost intact. No, it's not. It's just steel. O2 gen. Is this booby-trapped? I don't think so. Broadcasting service. Alright. Nothing really exciting. So I guess it's just some free components. Oh wait. Space credits. Ah, there was something hidden in the bed. What? What's that? Did you hear that? Thought I heard something explode. I hope they didn't get our bike. Can't even find it, to be honest. Oh no, there it is. Alright, I think we will quickly walk upwards. Or is there still lightning in this game? That would be a bad thing. I hope there isn't. Lightning on Mars. Well, I guess it's allowed, but that looks impressive though. No way I'm gonna drive my bike up here in the hills. Would that by any chance have, what are they called? Radio components. There is probably a clever way to take this down. Oh shit, we didn't want to damage it actually. This has a high chance of squashing us. And we probably messed up some of those components, to be honest. Should have taken that down a bit more carefully. Remember, we don't have a jetpack, so everything... Well, that's... I think we will pick that up later. I'm very curious if there's like a battery hidden in here. So a little bit more grinding, and then we will take our leave. Nope, no battery. Right, let's get the hell out of here. We've overstayed our welcome. That does sound like lightning. Let's get the hell out of here. Can we quickly get this? Please don't get hit by lightning. This is very poor weather to drive in. I think you should place your bets right now. Will I blow up this bike by either crashing? Well, let's go. By crashing. Probably should switch on my lights. Not that it makes a lot of difference, but at least we can say that we were driving with the lights on. That's a boulder. I only saw that at the very end of it. Yeah, I don't think we'll make it to see where the shipment passes. And if we can, we won't be able to tell anyway because of the weather. So I think it's just going home. That's the main objective right now. With our new loot. Alright, so all of a sudden the weather cleared up. So we'll safely park this bike, which was meant for emergencies only. So we used it for a bit of scouting and testing, which was fun. But it does have some downsides. For instance, if we're out of oxygen, we have a big problem. But also, it's very vulnerable. It doesn't have any way of defending itself. And yeah, its main defense is speed, which sometimes isn't good enough. But it does look cool. Alright, well, we're back home. Next time we'll try blow up a cargo shipment using our fancy landmine setup, and we'll pray to the gods that we can pirate some components that way, since we're poor. Thank you for joining. Special thanks to all the subscribers. We already passed 50 subscribers, which is a great motivator for me to make more videos. And I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.